Welcome, light seeker. Have you tried visualizing positive affirmation, meditation, but feels like manifesting isn't truly working for you? By the end of this reading, you may begin to see more clearly what's been shaping your path. My name is Christina Andrea, and I'm so happy to share this space with you. This is a pick a card reading, and we are going to see what's happening behind the curtains, what's actually running the show into your life, and why this is making your manifestations harder, let's say, because I don't feel that none of the people that are connecting with this reading are going to have blockages that are not breakable. So for today we have 3 piles you can pick from. So each pile has a number of cards, but also has a treasure chest. In each chest there is a secret crystal that I'm going to reveal at the end of each reading, and also we have some charms that I'm going to have some fun with. I'm going to bring each chest closer so each of you can see it better. So this is the chest for the pile number 1. This is the chest from the pile number 2. And this is the chest for the pile number 3. Take a moment if you need before picking your pile. You can use your intuition. You can choose from number 1, 2, or 3. You can look at the cards and see which pile it's resonating with you, which is more appealing to you, and that's how you choose a pile from a pick a pile reading. This being said, I'll see you in a moment. So happy to connect with you, pile number 1. I'm going to move your treasure chest right here, where it's going to wait until I'm going to finish this reading, and in the end I'm going to reveal the secret crystal and what the charms has to tell you. But until we are going to do that, let's see what the cards have to tell you. We are going to start with the question, what is the seeker from the pile number 1 wanting to create right now? We start with the Sun card, which is a card of freedom. It's a card of success. It's a card of living life on your own terms. Second, we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is actually the manifesting card. That's a card that is talking about powerful new beginning in the real world. And the third card, we have the King of Swords, the card of having intellectual maturity and also being a wise person. So only from these cards I see that you are trying to manifest a better life for yourself. But it's not just better in a financial point of view. You want everything. You want the marriage, the business, the health, the traveling, everything. So congratulations. It seems like you know what you want from life. Now let's move forward and see what is unconsciously influencing your manifestation. So you've got the box archetype, which I'm not very surprised to see it, because this card talks about being structured, being well planned, creating a very established plan of action. But what is more important than that is that this kind of mentality, it's in a box. It's based on old tendencies like patriarchy, like grinding, like push it until it's happening. So this is a blockage for you, because in way for you to see the light of the end of the tunnel, you have to transform this box in a pyramid. I hope you can see it in the artwork, that actually this is a pyramid seen from above, seen from the top. That means that you have steps to take in order to crush all these walls and to be able to create from inspiration, to create from your higher self. Now, let's see what the next cards have to say, because the next question is very important. It's about what contradiction exists between what you want and what you are currently embodying. What is your body overall frequency? So, let's start. We start with the Archangel Michael, which is very important to have it here, besides the fact that he is one of your guardian angels, I could say a very important one, but Archangel Michael is the one that can crush addictions, he can crush connection with past hurts, he can cut the cords with unwanted relationship or people from your past, and also he can crush connection with old mental patterns. Next we have the Akashic field. So definitely you are dreaming big. Definitely with this card I can see that you want, like I already said, everything. So yeah, definitely I hope this is going to become real for you. Next we have the Master Artisan card and the Treasure. Yeah, so to interpret these cards and to see the difference between your very high hopes and the fact that you are thinking that only grinding is the way to make your dreams come true. So actually it's about your subconscious mind and your nervous system that it's so wired in doing things in the hard way, because your mentality is based on the fact that in order to get what you want, you have to pay a price for it, which is not completely wrong, but it's important what price you are willing to pay for your dreams coming true, because right now you are focusing on bettering yourself, in mastering your skills and abilities, but in the same time you are very afraid that you might not get it, or you might lose it, or that so many people have it before you, so what's left for you? And this is exactly the energy that connects with the box archetype and the walls that you have to break in order to start living your dreams and your manifestations. So until right now, I see that is connection between your spiritual aspects, which are very elevated, comparing with your body nervous system wiring, which needs to be also addressed. That requires a kind of somatic work for you. It comes in my mind right now EFT, TRR, which is trauma release exercises. Yeah, anyway, just have in mind that it's not enough only to work on your emotional side and mental side. It's very important to work also on your body itself, to release old wiring and to create new wiring in your nervous system. Okay, so I think we have enough right now. We can move to the next question. And the next question is, what becomes possible once this hidden dynamic is integrated? So you have the first oracle, which says jump in, Andromedian energy, adventure, say yes to change. Wow, and we also have the portal oracle, which says doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. What did I say? I said from the beginning that I feel all the light seekers from the pile number 1 are so close to make their manifesting real. So also this card says that it's time for you to start taking action. It's time for you to say yes to change and to balance. Also right now it's coming into my mind about breathing. We have here the box. There is an exercise called box breathing, which it's in 4 steps. You have to breathe in for 4 seconds, to keep it in for 4 seconds, to put the air out another 4 seconds and to hold it for another 4 seconds and repeat the cycle. I think this is going to help you a lot because it is going to help you to make a pause between your original thoughts or your subconscious thoughts and the new thoughts that you have to embody, the new mentality. Also, this oracle says that the portal is open for you. It's up to you to go through it or to wait a little bit longer for the changes to start happening. That's so good. Anyway, I'm going to clarify some of the cards, but until then, let's see how all this information, this spiritual information, it looks in the practical reality. So we have the Tower, which is a card of safety. It's also a card of discovery and again structure. Followed by the Bear, which talks about some challenges that you have to overcome that requires your strength and being a strong person. And to clarify the portal, we have the key, yeah, opening doors, like I said, a solution, success, advice, and possibility coming your way. And we have the Sword, which talks about new beginning, about change, about movement, flexibility, and also we have here moving house. Maybe this is relevant for some of you. I don't feel that for everybody, but some of you from this new change, or maybe it's part of your manifesting intentions to manifest a new place to live, a new home, and this card says that it's going to happen at the right time, of course, in divine timing. So definitely it's not a lot of work for you. Definitely you are on the right path. You just have to take your body more in consideration than before. It's very good that you are doing all this spiritual and emotional work, but maybe you heard that in order to be balanced in this world, we need to balance everything, the spirit, the mind, and the body also. Now I'm going to clarify the box archetype and to see what else the cards are going to add as important information for the pile number 1, please. So we have the Ace of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. This means that you are advised, again, to take things slowly, but to begin, meaning that in your intentions, it's to have in mind that new challenges, I will say, it's a different saying, but I will avoid that word for now. And another thing that it's required for you in order to step out this box mentality, it's to start believing that you can. Because all this time that you have tried to break the walls and it was not successful, it has created inside your mind that maybe you don't have what it takes, which is not true. You have everything that it takes. You just need to understand that the physical body takes a little bit longer to change the cells and to release the past, and also the somatic work is very important. Beautifully. So with this being said, let's see what crystal do you have and what the charms has to tell you. Actually, I think it's you can see it very well like this. So you've got an amethyst, which is a crystal that it's working very well with your third eye and with your crown chakra. It can be used on all chakras, but especially for this. And this is a card of connection. It's a card of unity and connection with your higher self and with your divine spark. So also, if you are attracted by this crystal, you can add it to your collection. I'm very curious if one of you from the pile number 1 already work with the amethyst crystal, or it's something new for you. If you can write it in the comment, I'll be very happy to read about it. I'll place it over here. And now let's see, how can you anchor all these energies, all this information into the physical reality? I'll take just some of them. Interesting. You've got 2 charms, which the quantity doesn't matter. So the first one, it's a scale. Also, it brings me the Libra sign in mind. Maybe some of them are Libra, so this is your, I don't know how many confirmation that this reading is very accurate for you. But another thing is you are called to balance. You are called to don't work so much without having fun. Don't skip the weekends, all the weekends. Don't be so focused in manifesting while you are forgetting to enjoy the life. And the second one, you have a beautiful butterfly. I don't know, I hope you can see it. The butterfly, and also has these beautiful stones over here, which are in the color of manifestation. So this is your third advice to take flight, to start believing it's possible and do the best you can every day, because everything is going to fall in the right places. And one more thing that I feel to add here is that the Spirit wants you to know that everything that's happening is for your highest good. Even though in the midst of going through the tunnel, the dark tunnel, we cannot see it exactly, but definitely everything that's going on, that's happening, it's for our highest good, and of course for your highest good as well. I'm going to leave it here. I'm very happy that we connect and that we share this space, this time and this energy, and I hope I'm going to see you in my next reading. All the best. Pile number 2. So happy to connect with you. First, we're going to move your treasure chest right here, where it's going to wait until we finish the cards reading, and in the end, I'm going to reveal the secret crystal and what the charms has to tell you about this reading and what you want to manifest. But before that, let's start with our first question. And our first question is, what is the seeker from the pile number 2 wanting to create right now? So we start with the Page of Cups, which is a card of romantic interests. Also, it's a card of romantic communication. Next, we have the 8 of Swords, which, as you can see, it's a card of limitations. It's a card of anxiety. It's a card of feeling trapped by your own thoughts. And the third card, we have the 9 of Wands, which is a card of resilience. It's a card of courage, but in the same time, it's a card that shows me you are very tired about trying to manifest or a relationship in your life or a better communication in your romantic relationships. Because this is a general reading, it could be one or another, depends on you, the seeker looking at this reading. So actually, before moving forward, I want to clarify a little bit the 8 of Swords. Okay. So we have the Page of Swords to clarify this 8 of Swords, which is quite interesting because it gives us a very clear indication that what you perceive as being limitations, it's actually more a problem of thoughts patterns. And also give a very strong indication that for you very well is going to work positive affirmations, and usually working with words It's what's going to help you the most in overcoming your current stagnation, I will say, and to start living the life and the relationships that you desire. Now let's move forward to see what is unconsciously influencing your manifestation. So you've got the gem, which is a very beautiful archetype to have. Still, this talks about you feeling that relationships are very hard, especially romantic relationships are very hard to have, are very hard to find, and also they required a lot of work in having them, in a lot of work in sustaining them, in enjoying them. But it's good that you have the gem archetype, because definitely it shows that it's something you can enjoy at some point. I hope in a short term, but we'll see moving forward what the other cards are going to reveal. So yeah, you know, when you believe something is hard to get, usually this is influencing your manifestation. I'm not saying that you should become delusional and to go on the Delulu land and believe the opposite, like it's like a ride in the park to have healthy and beautiful romantic relationships. But I'm saying that it's important to believe it's possible before everything else, because no matter how much work you do in manifesting, if you cannot work on changing your beliefs about what's possible and what's not possible, it's going to take a very long time until you are going to enjoy it. I will clarify this card also, but a little bit later. Now let's move to the next question, which is also a very heavy and deep question, because we are going to look at what contradiction exists between what you want and what you are currently embodying. We start with the karmic trench. Definitely this is a card of karma, and it's also a card that says that it's a matter of choice for you, because you already work so much on your karmic baggage, let's say, and this is not only your personal karma, this also talks about your ancestral karma, that it's affecting the way you connect in intimate and personal relationships. And I'm going to talk more about this card a little bit later. Next, we have the will, wisdom, and mind. A very beautiful card to have, because it's quite similar with the gem in the positive aspects, which means that you are aware about the importance of having your intentions, your will, align with your wisdom and with your mind, because all these three together are going to take you to the next level of understanding, is going to take your consciousness to the next level, and with that a new level of opportunities and possibilities for you. Then you have the Hilarion card, which is actually, it's an ascended master. I feel that Hilarion could be one of your spiritual guides if you are working with them. But this card talks about a very important message I receive right now. You are advised to research about the connection between spiritual causes of the illnesses, because the Hilarion was the first person to bring to the human consciousness this connection between emotional blockages and health issues. So because it came out here, it's a recommendation for you to research, to read about Hilarion a little bit, and to ask for guidance when necessary. And the fourth, but not the last, you have the Summer Winter Oracle, which, besides the fact that it's talking about realizations, it's talking about things coming to fruition. It has promise, let's say, it has a prediction in it, and it says if you are going to start this summer, the changes, the work that you have to do, the next winter, you are going to see results. You are going to starting to enjoy a very healthy romantic relationship. So good so far. Now let's move forward to the next question, and this question is what becomes possible once this hidden dynamic is integrated. So the first oracle says deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. And the second one says we are the Hatters, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Yeah, definitely these cards talks, both of them talks about self-love and about the fact that for everybody, but especially for you, it's important for you to overcome this karmic trench that we talk about, all the challenges that happened, especially in romantic relationships, were to push you or to help you to go on the path of accepting and loving yourself the way you are, because you are a magical being. You have all these beautiful traits and all these amazing skills, and you have to be the first one to accept and love yourself, so the universe could start mirroring the love you have for yourself through other people, through your future partners. And now, how you can anchor this into the physical reality. So, to clarify the deep cellular healing, we have the house, and the fish, that talks about expansion, about becoming rich, and also having success with money. We also have the man. Isn't this beautiful? So the cards are confirming that there is on your future path, there is a person, a good partner, a person that will be happy to share experiences with you. Of course, this is a collective reading. It could be a man or a woman if you are a man looking at this reading, but it's about a partner first and foremost. And also we have the anchor that talk about stability, security, playing safe, great love, support, and good fortune. Isn't this amazing? Yeah, I'm so happy for these cards because it actually confirming the advices I have picked up for you previously through the other cards, which says again one more time that before someone else see the gem that you are, first you have to look very closely to the mirror and to see that you are the gem, and you accepting about yourself that is going to multiply, and everybody is going to see after that without any effort, just by being there and being present. Everybody is going to see exactly how wonderful and beautiful you are as a person, inside out, of course. So before going to the crystal and the charms, let's see what other clarification we can receive for the gem card. So we have the star. Your dreams are going to come true. It's just a matter of putting the one foot after another, doing the best as you can in every day, and believing. Yeah, it's very important for you to believe that it's possible. Next we have the Lovers. So yeah, it's possible for you to have this beautiful, healthy, stable, romantic relationship. And the third card we have the Sun. Wow, you've got 3 major arcanas to clarify the gem card, and this also, it's a card of success, it's a card of freedom, it's a card that talks about your inner child coming out to play. And it's very important because this is how you can check if you met the right person, looking at how easy it is for you to let your inner child to come out to play. Because only when we feel safe, we can be unapologetically ourselves. And these cards are saying that, yep, is very possible for you. I hope you're also enjoying my artwork, because I wanted to use a classic tarot deck, so I had to yeah. What do you think? It's a good artwork or it's lousy? Please comment in the comment section. I would like to know your impression about my my artwork on these decks, on these cards, sorry. Anyway, so I think we are ready to reveal the crystal and also to see what the charms has to add. So you have the Period. And this is a card of success. This is a card of attracting stability, financial stability. It's a card of I'm saying a card. It's a crystal. It's a crystal that is going to help you if you already using it, or if you don't, maybe it's time for you to get one for yourself. Because it's going to be like an anchor for you in making your dreams coming true. Put it right here. And now let's see what can we add with the charms. How can you anchor all this in the physical plane? So very beautifully, first of all, I will start with the scale charm because it only come out also in the pile number 1. If you are interested in see that pile also, I think maybe it's a message for you also there. But with this charm, what is important for you is to bring more balance into your life. Like, don't work so much without having fun. Don't push so much on the speed pedal without touching the brake once in a while. Because actually being centered and being in a state of peace is what's going to increase and accelerate your manifesting abilities and your manifestation becoming true. And this takes me to the second charm, which is, as you can see, it's I'm not getting the word right now, but definitely you know what it is. But I will interpret it for you. This is a toy for children to play with it. It's like in the shape of a horse. And this message for you, it's doubling the previous message, and it talks about you adding more fun into your current adult life. Definitely is not something that comes easily for you. It feels like you are focusing more on the pushing through resistance. This charm is saying that trying to have more fun in your life is going to help you accelerate your manifesting abilities. Next, you have the charm of traveling. Yeah, I feel that starting in less than 8 to 9 months, you are going to see your dreams about traveling coming true. Also, traveling, it's important on your evolution and in your self-esteem even, because from all these places that you are going to travel, you are going to pick up new information about things that are interesting for you. Also, you are going to meet new people through this traveling. And the last but not least, you have a charm which is from hematite. It's a crystal for protection. So it looks like you got 2 crystals today. But for some reason, looking at it right now, it takes me to the Ganesh, which is a destroyer of obstacles. So maybe if you are interested, you can look at that as a guide too, at the Ganesh. And also could add some more energetic protection in your collection if you have one, or maybe if you like to start one, also have hematite in mind to add to your collection. Yeah, I think that's all the messages for today for you. I hope I'm going to meet you in my next reading. Sorry about that. Yeah, I see you in my next reading. So grateful to connect with you, pile number 3. I'm going to move the treasure chest right here. We're going to open it at the end when I'm going to reveal the secret crystal and also the message from the charms. Now let's start the card reading and to see what are you wanting to create right now. We start with the 9 of Swords, which is a card with some heavy energy. This talks about being truly worried about life in general, or maybe there is something on point that it's creating pain and suffering into your life. Next we have the Page of Wands, which is a total opposite energy. The Page of Wands is a card of spontaneity, it's a card of being adventurous, having a lot of enthusiasm and vitality. And the third card we have the Four of Swords, which is a card of peace of mind, feeling at peace with your heart but also with your mind. So from these first 3 cards, I can sense that you are trying to manifest your way out from suffering. Yeah, I'm going to clarify the 9 of Swords a little bit to have more information about what's going on. Yeah. So to clarify the 9 of Swords, we have the 7 of Cups in reverse, and also we have the 6 of Cups. And these are showing that your tendency to worry and to obsess about things in general comes from your childhood. It's not something that you pick up as adult. It's something that was wired in your nervous system and in your subconscious mind from your childhood. And it's so understandable, and I feel you. And it's so understandable to change the energy completely instead of wasting time to worry in having the breakthrough to have a peaceful night's sleep with beautiful dreams, and also to have the energy and the vitality to make your dreams come true. Yeah, so let's move forward and see what is unconsciously influencing your manifestation. So you have the River archetype, which this is a card of moving forward, but it's not as easy as do it as is to say it. The most important message that comes with this oracle is that the river never stays in the same place, which means that you are advised to let things go. You are advised to work a little bit stronger on your forgiveness practices, and this is about forgiving a lot of people. I feel starting with your caretakers, with your parents, but also a lot of relationships from the past, not only romantic, also friendships, But the most important thing that I can sense that is the hardest for you to do, it's to forgive yourself for some things. I'm going to clarify this a little bit later. So until now, so far, the first blockage, which is very important for you, it's all this work of forgiveness that you have to do. Maybe you are going through it right now, but if you are doing that, keep going, because without forgiving everything that happened in the past until now, it's going to be impossible for you to go to the next level, which requires you to accept and love yourself completely, because by doing that, you are going to obtain the vitality, enthusiasm that you desire, and also the peace of mind that you are looking for. That is not everything, but that is the beginning. You need to start from there. This takes me to the next question, which is about what contradiction exists between what you want and what you are currently embodying. We start with the incandescent moon, which shows me that you believe you have to work day and night in order for you to get what you want, what you desire. Next card, we have the journey, and I'm happy to see it on this side because it shows me that you understand so well the journey you are going through, and that you are on a journey of discovering yourself and making a better future for yourself and the one you care about. And that's good to have it here. But what's really going on? So you have the waterfall, which is also a very positive card, and the Oracle of Delphi. Very interesting. And both cards, actually, because the waterfall, it's about water are representing our emotions. And next you have the Oracle of Delphi, which confirms 100% that you have a very high level of intuition, which you are not using it right, or you are not using it at all. What is blocking you to really feel your intuitive thoughts and to start trusting yourself in this regard? It's that it's too much agitation into your mind. Things are moving very fast, and you are a very hardworking person, and you are putting you give like 200% in everything you do. But it's important for you to rest. It's important for you to take breaks regularly. Don't skip the weekends, because if you are pushing, your nervous system doesn't have the time to relax and restore. And you cannot reap the rewards of your work if you don't let your body to get in the situation in which it can repair itself and heal. Yeah, very strong situation you have, but from the cards I see that it's possible for you to obtain your manifestation and to have a much joyful and enjoy life at the maximum possible. And this takes me to my next question, which is what all this looks in the practical reality. First, you have big picture thinking with Pleiadians energy, visionary, inspired ideas. And you have lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. And you've done this before, it's not talking about this lifetime experience, it's talking about other lives previously. So it looks like you have experience, you just have to remember how to do it. Yeah, and to trust your intuition and to listen to it, because you are constantly receiving messages from your higher self and from your spiritual guides. But currently, because there is so much movement in your life on all aspects, you don't rest enough to hear them. And the last cards I prepared for you are going to show us how you can anchor this information in the physical reality. So you have the child, you have the book, you have the bouquet, and the mice. Yeah. So I'm not going to move forward. I want to talk a little bit more about this recent card that I have pulled, because let's take this together. You have the capacity to bring to the human consciousness big picture thinking. You have the capacity, the ability to be a visionary. But because of these secrets that you are carrying from your childhood, they act as blockages in order for you to believe what you see with your inner vision, to allow you to trust that's possible, this vision, this big vision that you have. It's creating contradiction between what you dream and what you think is possible because of these, I will call them mental tendencies about how you see the world and how you see yourself, actually, because you can. And isn't this nice? The first card is number 13 and the second one is 26. So definitely I see a leverage soon for you. And here, this card talks about the fact that actually you have much more in your life that you perceive it to be. It's like you are more fortunate, you are more having more resources, you have a much better situation in reality that you perceive it, because these negative tendencies of thoughts, these thoughts are eating at your happiness. They are eating, they are stealing energy from what you already have. So definitely working on improving your mindset about yourself is going to make you much more resilient, is going to make you to feel more connected with your life and with the path that you are right now. So like I said, let's clarify a little bit deeper the River Oracle archetype. So we have the King of Cups, and again the Four of Swords, what you received even previously. To conclude this into a few words, this means that your peace, your tranquility is going to come through love. And the most accessible and pure quality love that you have, it's the love you can have for yourself. And it's something like we all need to learn how to do it in a healthy way and not create more challenges on the way. But definitely by focusing on opening your heart in developing emotional maturity, this is the fastest way for you to receive the peace of heart and mind that you are trying to manifest. And now being here, let's see what secret crystal you have here. So you have the cornelian, which is actually one of the best crystals I know for healing, for cellular healing, also for emotional healing. It's a card of protection. It's a crystal, sorry about that. It's a crystal of protection, and also it's a crystal for grounding, very good. It also works extremely well on the second chakra, on the sacral chakra, which is the one taking care of our creativity and allows us to enjoy life at its best. I'll place it right here. And now let's see what the charms wants to add to this beautiful reading. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful charms. So I will start with the fairy, because the fairy energy, it invites you to have more fun, to connect with the elements of nature, to be in nature, and if it's possible to do some moon gazing or stargazing from time to time. Is going to help your nervous system to calm down so much. And the other three charms are talking only about yourself. First of all, with this one, the message with this one is that you need to celebrate your successes, because you are always moving to the next objective, to the next aim, and because you are not allowing your body, your mind, your spirit to celebrate what already realized, what already success, it's like a never-ending loop that we are going through. So the message is celebrate yourself, celebrate your successes. Even one day your success is just to come out of bed. Yeah, it's something to celebrate and to practice celebrating your realization and successes. The third charm, it's a bow. So the message that I receive with this charm is that you need to be reminded that life is a gift. Actually, right now it's called a present, not by accident, by the fact that we need to be grateful and to see it as it is in order for us to receive more things to be grateful for. And the last but not least, you got a beautiful crown. So this is a confirmation that in time, in divine timing, you are going to realize everything that you want. Everything is going to come to manifestation. The only unknown information is when it's going to happen exactly, because that depends on you 100%. But this charm is telling you to every morning, after you do your morning rituals, put your invisible crown on your head and wear it with, I will say, pride, but in a good way. Being sure that it deserves to be there. So, like I said in the beginning, I'm so grateful to connect with you, and I hope I'm going to see you in my next reading. Bye.